Yes, people, football, and welcome back to Arsenal Previews. Today we are previewing Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Before I get into the video, I'm going to say a massive thank you to you lot because I just unlocked my community tab the other day, and in there I'm actually going to be posting some more content. I've been doing polls, and now I'm doing daily football quizzes. So if you want just like 10-second quiz on different stuff, I posted my first one today, the 20th of October. Be sure to check that out on my community tab. Just a bit of fun. So yeah, Arsenal vs Aston Villa is what I'm previewing today. It is Arsenal's 9th game of the Premier League season, along with Aston Villa's, and one where both teams really need to pick up points, to be honest. Like, there's no two ways about it. As always, before I get into the actual preview, if you're new around here, if you enjoy Arsenal football related content, please consider subscribing on my road to 700. So yeah, I'm going to start with the Premier League table. Arsenal in 12th and Aston Villa in 13th. As you can see, split screen, which means both teams need to shoot up this table, and it's both teams are underachieving right now. I think Aston Villa were probably one of the best of the rest in terms of the big six sides. You've got Leicester, you've got Aston Villa, you've got Everton. Them three normally the ones that are pushing to try and break into those European positions, along with West Ham as well. But they really haven't been great, Aston Villa. There's a lot to gel. It's a couple of new boys, obviously, with Jack Grealish leaving. So they need to make sure that they hit the ground running. This will be an amazing result for them if they can pull off. Of course, Emi Martinez coming back to haunt Arsenal. We hope not. But he always seems to be talking about Arsenal. So if he can put his money where his mouth is and get a result at the Emirates, that'd be big for them. But yeah, let's talk about Arsenal now, because it is Arsenal previews at the end of the day. Arsenal vs Aston Villa is this Friday. The early kickoff is at 8 p.m. this Friday, the 22nd of October. But it's early in terms of it's the first game of the whole match week. Normally it's on Saturdays and Sundays. But we've got a Friday game, and it's a short turnaround from Arsenal's 2-2 draw to Crystal Palace this Monday. So at the end of the day, it gives us a chance to make amends for what was, let's be honest, a really poor performance and the last minute just salvaging a point that we didn't deserve against Crystal Palace, and we can make amendments here this Friday against Aston Villa. So yeah, it is on Sky Sports shown. Its coverage begins at 7. Friday night football, 8 p.m. kickoff at the Emirates Stadium, which of course means it's a home game for Arsenal, back-to-back home games. So yeah, in terms of team news, it's similar team news for Arsenal. Of course, Bukayo Saka may be a doubt after James McCarthy absolutely volleyed him in the back of the leg against Crystal Palace. Granit Xhaka, of course, is still out. He's still recovering. But other than that, it's good signs for Arsenal. Not many injuries, so we've got quite a big squad to choose from. And I still think Saka could make it, even though he's questionable at this moment of time. In terms of the actual predicted lineup now for Arsenal, I think we're going to go for a team that consists of Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Again, I feel like he was kind of poor against in the goals he conceded against Crystal Palace. I feel like Defo could have done better with the Odsonne Eduardo one, and Benteke's was a bit of a P-roller, but he retains his position for me. He is our goalkeeper for the future. Right back, Tomiyasu, of course. Right centre-back, Ben White, and left centre-back, Gabriel, and then of course the left-back, Tierney, rounds up the back 4/5 if you include the keeper. They all need shaping up after what was a poor performance against Crystal Palace, especially the two centre-backs. They kept backing off during the goals, but they are our starting centre-backs, so they need as much game time as they can as possible to gel, and it's a building block in what will be hopefully a great back four in years to come. The centre mid now is where it's a tricky one. For me, Thomas Partey has to start. He starts the right centre mid spot. The left centre mid is questionable one. I don't see Lokonga and Partey working together as a two, and I don't like Odegaard that deep, so I'm actually going to go for Ainsley Maitland-Niles in this other centre mid spot. I said it for the other game against Crystal Palace. He didn't do it. I'm going to put it for this one. Let's hope Arteta actually implements Ainsley Maitland-Niles here, because I feel like it would be a pretty decent chance for Ainsley Maitland to show that he can play centre mid. It's always where he's wanted to play. Give him a chance. He did alright against Norwich. Wasn't bad by any means. And next to Thomas Partey, he makes any midfield look good. I just don't like the fact that Lokonga and Partey next to each other. They're both very similar. There's not enough dynamism there. And when Odegaard plays there, as I said in the Arsenal previews for the Crystal Palace game, I don't like Odegaard because he's too deep there. He can't affect the game. So I'd rather have Odegaard up the pitch. So yeah, now we're going into the attackers. Right wing for me, I'm going to put Aubameyang. Yes, I know. I'm putting the fact that I think Saka may miss out on this game. So I'm going to put Aubameyang right wing for this. Martin Odegaard, we need him higher up the pitch. He didn't do enough for me against Crystal Palace. He got subbed off, and deservedly so, because he wasn't in the game whatsoever. Up the pitch, he needs to be our main creator. Left wing, I'm going to put Emil Smith-Rowe. Him and Odegaard in the same team. It seems to work for me, two creators, especially with the player I'm putting up front, Alex Lacazette. He deserves it after his last minute goal, and he was outstanding when he came on against Crystal Palace. honestly contender for man of the match, even though he only played for like 30 minutes because of the passion he brought. The link-up play, him and Aubameyang linking up was really good. And as long as we have Aubameyang and Lacazette on the pitch, we have a goal threat. And with Odegaard and Smith Rowe behind, that's our two creators. So let's try that team, especially with Saka missing. It gives us an opportunity to experiment a bit. I feel like Pepe doesn't deserve to get into the team. I know he set up 2 of the goals against Crystal Palace, but for me, he doesn't do enough. I think Martinelli needs a shout to get in. He's a shout. I think, for me personally, if Lacazette doesn't get in the team, you put Aubameyang through the middle, then you can put Martinelli on the right wing or left wing, and then put up Martinelli, Smith Rowe, and Odegaard. I think that's a viable option. But for me, I'm going to put Lacazette in just for the contribution he made. He deserves it, because that's how it works in football. You can't have a good performance, then sit on the bench again. You need to get rewarded for having a great performance, and that was Lacazette. He had an outstanding performance against Crystal Palace off the bench, so he deserves to start this game against Aston Villa. And if he has a stinker then maybe he doesn't start the game after. That's how it works in football. So yeah, now I'm going to get into the actual trivia bit about the match. Not trivia, I say just some insights. So Arsenal faced Aston Villa in their first ever competitive game at the Emirates, which was my quiz today. I put when did Arsenal play in their first game in the Emirates Stadium, and it was against Aston Villa, and we drew 1-1. They've lost 4 of their last 10 home league games against Aston Villa, 1-6. So no draws. So they've won 6 and lost 4, but not drawn a single game against Aston Villa. So Aston Villa are a bit of a bogey team at the Emirates Stadium. We've only lost more league games against Man City and Chelsea, so it won't be an easy match by any means against this Aston Villa side. They are definitely tough customers, and Dean Smith has got them playing very good football, so we have to be at our top game. And at the end of the day, it's really disappointing because I'm looking around Twitter and Instagram, and not a lot of Arsenal fans seem confident, and that's really sad to me, the fact that I can't blame them for not being confident, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking it from that angle, I'm taking it from the angle that this is meant to be Arsenal Football Club. Games like Aston Villa, like Crystal Palace at home, should be just 3 points. You should be going into this game expecting 3 points. It's a matter of how many goals you win by, not a matter of how many points you get. And nowadays, every game is a struggle. Every game we're going into it like, are we going to win or are we going to lose? It's like a lottery for us. We don't know which Arsenal's going to turn up. So the fact that Arsenal fans going into this game not confident shows that, look, anything can happen in football, and it's Aston Villa going to be a tough game. Don't make any mistake about it. Being at home, away, wherever, every game is tough for Arsenal this season. And we have to be on top form. We're capable of pulling off victories. Don't get it twisted, because we blew Spurs out the water in 30 minutes. If we attack them from minute 1 and don't take our foot off the gas, then we have a great chance of winning this football match. It's just our mentality. I feel like after we score, we can't go into our shell. We need to attack. Yeah, we might concede attacking, but I'd rather that than us just sit back for the rest of the game. Because then when we do concede, then we're being asked to go back into attacking. It takes about 10-20 minutes to then get back into that flow of attacking football. And it's just not smart, especially in a 90-minute game of football match. If they're there for the taking, you punish them there and then. You make it 2, you make it 3, and then you step off the gas like we did against Spurs. Instead of scoring 1 goal and then holding back and trying to retreat into our shell. Aston Villa won their last 3 Premier League meetings with Arsenal. As Mendes had their previous 36 against them, of course, because they won both last season against us, and they won 1-0 in the season before where they were almost got relegated. But Trezeguet managed to score against us to give them a 1-0 win. Each of the last 9 Premier League meetings between Arsenal and Aston Villa Emirates have seen at least 3 goals scored. So for those betting people, make sure you put more than 3 goals, because that's most likely to happen. Arsenal won 7 of their 9 Premier League games on a Friday before the beginning of the season. Since then, the Guards have lost each of their last 2 fixtures. At home to Everton 1-0 and away to Brentford 2-0 on the opening day this season. So we did have a good run on Friday Night Football, but now we're starting to have a bad run. But I do like Friday Night Football overall. I think it's a great idea. I feel like they should implement it more. And of the 12 Premier League sides that have featured at least 10 times in Premier League on a Friday, only Leicester and Spurs have a low win percentage than Aston Villa. So lucky day for us again. It swings in roundabouts. So yeah, I'm now going to get into my score prediction now that Arsenal previews is over, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Yeah, I'm not confident. I was confident ahead of Crystal Palace, didn't work out. Now I'm not confident again at Aston Villa, and I'm hoping I'm proven wrong that we do win, but that's just my score prediction. As always, leave in the comment section down below your score prediction for this match. Whoever gets it right will get shouted out when I review the game after in Arsenal reviews. And if you're if you enjoy Arsenal football related content, please make sure to subscribe on my road to 700 subscribers. I'm posting a lot of football content and in the community tab as well, so make sure to check that out if you like daily football quizzes. Just like nice little 10-second, 20-second quiz you should just see and just vote on it, and I'll leave the answers in the comments section down below. I've been White Football. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing on Marius and Andre. Catch you guys in the next video.